Welcome to this deep dive on whether you really need an immigration consultant. In this video, we will explore when to self-manage your visa journey, when to hire a professional, how to avoid scams, and how to start your process the right way. We will gradually build a practical decision framework so you can move confidently. Let's begin. To set the stage, this section explains the learning outcomes so you know what to expect. By the end of the video, you will have a clear understanding of when self-management is appropriate, when professional help is truly worth it, and how to recognize red flags. Now, let's outline the agenda so you can follow along smoothly. Next, here is the agenda for the video. We will begin with the importance of this decision, proceed to the $5,000 question, emphasize licensing, identify red flags, and then walk through do-it-yourself steps. After that, we will use a decision framework, learn how to vet experts, and finally consolidate key takeaways with quizzes to reinforce learning. Before we dive deeper, here is an important disclaimer. This video is educational and does not constitute legal or migration advice. Your circumstances may differ, so you should consult a licensed professional in your jurisdiction for tailored guidance. With that clarified, let's move into the core question: whether to manage your application yourself or engage a consultant. Moving forward, let us weigh the $5,000 question. Do-it-yourself is sensible when you have a standard, skill-based visa category, your occupation is explicitly listed, and your documentation is complete and consistent. Conversely, a consultant adds value when you have prior refusals, complex family dependencies, character or criminal record issues, or when you need strategic planning across multiple visa stages. Consultants translate regulations into practical steps, prepare submissions, reduce avoidable errors, and manage timelines and correspondences. However, you should expect fees in the thousands, so evaluate your risk tolerance and the potential cost of refusal or delay. As a general rule, the clearer the eligibility and documents, the more DIY can work. The more complex the history, the more professional assistance becomes valuable. To compare approaches, doing it yourself offers lower cost, full control, and potentially faster iterations, but it carries the risk of missing subtle requirements and can be very time-consuming. A consultant brings strategic insight, mitigates avoidable errors, and provides a tailored roadmap, but fees are high and quality varies. In general, DIY suits clear eligibility and clean histories, while consultants suit complicated histories, multi-stage strategies, prior refusals, or character concerns. Now that we have contrasted the options, let us discuss the non-negotiable aspect of licensing. Now, licensing is essential. Only work with officially licensed and registered consultants. Request their registration number and verify it directly on the regulator's website. Licensing indicates adherence to professional conduct rules, current knowledge, and some level of consumer protection. If a consultant cannot promptly provide proof of registration, you should disengage. Additionally, confirm that they are licensed in the jurisdiction where your application is regulated. With licensing established, let us transition into recognizing common scam red flags. In this table, we contrast red flags with green signals. First, success claims. Guarantees of 100% approval are a red flag, while realistic assessments without guarantees indicate professionalism. Second, payments. Cash only or personal transfers are risky. Proper invoices and official accounts are safer. Third, sales pressure. Rushing you to sign and pay upfront is concerning. Allowing time to review and using staged fees is healthier. Fourth, transparency. Vague costs and steps are a warning. Clear breakdowns of government versus service fees are positive. Fifth, ethics. Urging exaggeration or false documents is unacceptable. Strict honesty and evidence-based advice is the standard. With warning signs covered, let us visualize a decision path. This flowchart begins at a start node and first asks whether the visa category is standard and clearly listed. If yes, it next checks whether documents are complete, consistent, and verifiable. If yes again, it asks whether there are any prior refusals or character issues. If the answer is no, the path indicates that do-it-yourself is likely suitable, with a reminder to cross-check everything on the official website before proceeding to apply. If any answer along the way is negative, the flow directs to consult with a licensed professional. A parallel consideration asks whether you have sufficient time and confidence. If not, it suggests considering a consultant for efficiency. A note emphasizes that no one can guarantee approval. This visual provides a practical decision framework. Next, let us test your understanding with a quick quiz. Quiz time. The question is, which statement is a clear red flag when choosing an immigration consultant? Option A. We cannot guarantee outcomes. Only the government decides. Option B. Please verify my registration number on the regulator's website. Option C. Pay the full fee in cash to my personal account today to lock success. Option D. We recommend staging your payments after an initial eligibility assessment. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is the option requesting full cash payment to a personal account to lock success. This combines improper payment methods with an implied guarantee, both of which are major red flags. Now that you have identified a scam pattern, let us pivot to a structured, do-it-yourself starting plan. To proceed methodically, start with official government resources, including guides, checklists, and frequently asked questions. Next, map your eligibility across age, language, work experience, skills assessment, funds, health, and character. Then, create a document repository containing passports, identification, employment letters, pay slips, education transcripts, and test scores. Name files clearly using a year-month description format and maintain cloud backups. Track deadlines using a calendar or simple Gantt approach. Request third-party verifications, such as police checks, medical examinations, and skills assessments, as early as practical. Perform a pre-submission audit against the official checklist. If you encounter strategic uncertainty or complex issues, schedule a targeted session with a licensed expert. With a solid process in place, let us visualize your preparation at a glance. This mind map centers on migration preparation. The root node includes 5 branches. Eligibility covers age, language, work experience, and skills assessment. Documents include identity, employment records, education, and test results. Compliance covers health, character, and financial sufficiency. Timeline addresses deadlines, bookings, and submission windows. Quality control includes checklist audits, peer reviews, and optional professional reviews. Altogether, this provides a holistic view of tasks to manage. Building on this structure, let us discuss how to choose a consultant if you decide you need one. When vetting a consultant, first verify licensing using the regulator's public registry and their registration number. Next, request an itemized quote that separates government fees from service fees. Clarify scope by asking who prepares forms, who reviews them, and who communicates with the department. Confirm evidence standards by requesting a document list with reasoning for how each piece supports eligibility. Define communication cadences, including turnaround times and update frequency. Ask about data security practices to protect your identity and financial information. Seek references or evidence of recent, similar cases to establish a track record and boundaries of success. Finally, review the contract for refund policies, milestone payments, and termination terms. To reinforce your understanding, here is another short quiz. Here is the second quiz. The question is, what is the first action you should take before paying any consultant? Option A. Read posts in social media groups and follow majority advice. Option B. Verify the consultant's license number on the official regulator's website. Option C. Make a partial cash deposit to show you are serious. Option D. Send all your documents via unsecured email for speed. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to verify the consultant's license number on the official regulator's website. Licensing confirmation is the foundational step that protects you before any payment is made. With that confirmed, let us add a time-based perspective to your planning. This timeline illustrates 5 phases. First is research lasting 1 to 3 weeks, focusing on official sources and understanding eligibility. Second is skills and eligibility checks over 2 to 8 weeks, covering assessments and tests. Third is evidence gathering over 3 to 10 weeks, compiling documents and verifications. Fourth is submission, typically within a week once everything is ready. Fifth is post-submission follow-up with variable duration, including responding to requests for further information and monitoring status. This temporal view helps you plan resources and manage expectations. To conclude, we will distill the key points. As a brief recap using Markdown, we provide a copyable checklist grouping eligibility, documents, compliance, and process. Additionally, maintain a risks document to log uncertainties and associated actions. With this summarized framework, let us extract the key takeaways. These are the core lessons. Do it yourself when eligibility is straightforward and documentation is strong. Engage a consultant when your history is complex or you need strategy. Licensing is non-negotiable, and you must verify it on an official registry. Avoid guarantees of success, cash-only payments, pressure tactics, and non-transparent pricing. Begin with official sources, organize documents rigorously, and audit before submission. Finally, let us summarize and close. In summary, many candidates can self-manage standard applications and save significant fees. Complex cases, however, justify hiring a licensed expert. Protect yourself by verifying licenses, rejecting guarantees, and insisting on transparent processes. Above all, rely on official sources and disciplined organization to maximize your chances. To close, here is a short thank you and a call to action. Thank you for watching. If you found this useful, please like the video, share it with someone who is planning their move, and subscribe for more practical guides. Tell us in the comments about your experiences, challenges, or tips, and what topics you want next. See you in the next video.